What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my live stream, the daily live stream that I always go on 8 p.m. and talk about crypto. Now, today is something very interesting. I want to talk to you guys about moving averages and how moving averages are predicting the fact that we are in a bull market. They show that we are in a bull market. And without further ado, let's just go straight into charts and talk about that. But before we do that, I want to give you guys a quick update on what I talked about last stream because I did make an emergency update after the stream talking about the fact that if we confirm support on top of this bull flag, this resistance line, this white line right over here, we could rise to $32,000. Now, we have not confirmed support yet, but we have not decided which way we are going to go either because we are still at the part where we still need a little bit more time before we decide which direction to go, whether up or down. But moving averages suggest something else. Before I talk about moving averages, I just want to say that you can draw this resistance line a bit differently than how I draw it here. If you go on the daily time frame, and you zoom in to this line, that's not what I want to do. You can, instead of placing it seemingly randomly, you can actually place it on the bodies instead of the wicks, like over here, like this, and make it so that it touches, instead of all the wicks, even though that will account for a ton of fake outs, it will be placing on the bodies. It's a bit messy, but what that allows us to do is to see the fact is to see that we perfectly are tapping this support line right now. So the way you draw the line could change your whole entire point of view. And that's why you can't just trust one line to see what's going to happen. Now, when falling down, you guys know that uh, we create an ABC correction wave usually. And when rising up, we cannot rise up forever. We need these periods of retracements. And there are indicators that can easily show us where we could fall down to, and that's one of them is called the Fibonacci retracement, and it's super simple. We usually fall down to these two yellow lines. It's called a golden pocket, and you can see that we have perfectly entered that area. So if we would start rising up right now, it's perfectly reasonable to say that we rose up for two reasons. One, we tapped support at this bull flag, and two, we have actually fallen down to 0.5, the halfway mark inside of this golden pocket, and because of that, we have now enough momentum to start rising up. And we will know when we will start making a trend higher fully is when we're going to break this level right over here. To be safe, if we break 30,200, that will be the level where you can tell that we are already creating a higher high and are going higher. But technically, if we break above this red resistance line, you could already say that we are in a bullish trend and are going to rise up. But the moving averages can show us that the Bitcoin bull market is starting. Because if we go on a different chart where I have moving averages on, they are very significant for the bullish trend and the figuring out where trends are in general. You can easily understand a trend or a trajectory where you think a stock, crypto, doesn't matter where you are, could go by looking at moving averages, specifically weekly or monthly time frames, sometimes daily. Now, simplest way to explain a moving average is all they are just records of the previous specified amount of candles on the time frame that you are, uh, the moving average of that. The average of all these candle prices combined is this moving average point, and it's just connected. All these data points are connected inside of a line. That's what a moving average is. It's an average that's moving with the price. So for example, this pink line right over here, that's called the 20-week moving average for two reasons. Because I have specified that this line is 20 candles long. It looks at the previous 20 candles, combines them into one average, and that's what a 20 moving average is. And it's on the weekly time frame. That's what I'm looking at right now. And that means that this is a 20-week moving average. Everything over here is a weekly moving average. This is a 50-week moving average. This is a 100-week moving average, and this right over here, this red line, this is a 200-week moving average. As you can see, it goes a bit slower. But what I want to focus on is the 20-week moving average, this pink line that follows Bitcoin very, very closely on the weekly time frame. Let's go back in history and see what it has been doing. If we go back to this right over here, this pump to $20,000, actually, if I could place a logarithmic scale. Just it will look different, but this is the same exact price. It just allows me to understand the price better. So this was the pump to $20,000. You can see that we tapped the 20-week moving average for support all the way up. We would fall down, tap it, and continue rising up. It was our place. It was our support. You could not draw a regular support line somewhere here, but you could use this moving average, this 20-week moving average, to confirm the support. And until we broke it, you could say that we were in this bullish trend. And right where we broke it, it became a resistance and caused us to keep falling down, making lower lows and lower highs, making a bearish trend, falling down to $3,000, and then once again starting to rise up. Actually, I can turn off the logarithmic chart now and continue looking. As you guys can see right over here, we rose up to 13,000, and after that we broke this moving average once again and started falling down. Now, you could argue that this was a fake out that we made, but this was probably, in my opinion, a place where the bull market should have started for Bitcoin. It should have started in January of 2020, but as you guys know, there was that COVID-19 that was essentially a black swan that nobody could have predicted. It was a world health crisis that nobody could have predicted and caused us to fall down to $4,000. It kind of messed everything up, not just Bitcoin. But after that, everything came back. And as you can see, once we broke this moving average, then the huge pump started. So you can tell when we enter a bull market by the fact that if we break above this 20-week moving average and confirm support, we will rise up. And going back to where we are right now, you can see that we actually broke it all the way back over here in January of 2023 and confirmed support it right here and have been riding it, using it as a support level. And what's amazing is the fact that we tapped this support level once again just now. And if we confirm support on this level once again, you can see we had a fake out down, which is fine, but we confirm support here. If we do that once again, then we can use this to rise up. This is another reason that I think that in this weekly time frame, we are in a bullish moment, in a bullish trend. That is because we are above this 20-week moving average, and combining that with the fact, if I could pull up this chart, combine that with the fact that I was talking about this channel and this bull flag for a while now that are also saying that we're going to rise up higher. These are some big indicators that Bitcoin is rising up in the midterm. But if we go on an even higher time frame, the monthly time frame, now this is not a 20-week moving average. This is a 20-month moving average. This is a moving average that is super, super long. Going back in time, usually we ride this moving averages. We usually ride this moving average till the very last part where we make a last dip down, where right over here we fell down to $3,000, made a last dip, and then before we started rising up, confirmed support, stayed above it most of the time, and rose up. And the fact that right over here, we have now confirmed support on it, or are about to confirm support on it, this could be the sign that we are about to see a huge bullish pump very, very soon. And this point right over here is the month of July and the month of August. If we confirm support on this 20-month moving average, this is huge for Bitcoin. As you can see, if we go back in time, last time we confirmed support on this 20-month moving average. It took us a while to get momentum, but if you would have bought right over here after we confirmed support, or somewhere right over here, and held even through the COVID dump, you would have made money. And it's a bit laggy. Just a second, I'm gonna drink some water and spill it all over myself apparently. But if we look at it right now, it shows that if we confirm support at this moving average, this is a huge level of support for Bitcoin. And we actually had that level of support test. We actually came down and tested this level in July. And now the only thing for us to do in this month of August is to rise up. And for us to successfully confirm support, two things need to happen. To confirm support, you need to, one, fall down to this level, and two, rise up against the previous high and make a higher high. Make a green candle. We need a green candle this month. August needs to be green. Unless we fall down to this level, and then the next test will happen. So Bitcoin will rise in the bull market if we confirm support. 100%. If we confirm support on this 20-month moving average, we will be rising up. And for us to do that, we need to make a green candle in August. For us to make a green candle, I talked about this multiple times, we have all these indicators. So, is the Bitcoin bull market coming up? Well, with all these bullish indicators, you can safely say that the risk of Bitcoin rising up is much lower than the risk of Bitcoin falling down, just because we have so many support levels that are with us. And right now, we have a period of consolidation. Some people say that this is the start of a breakout. Yes, this could be true. We do see no volume yet on the daily time frame. Like I said, volume is essential for us to break out. And as long as this volume stays below this line, we are still inside of this falling channel. And until we see a huge spike of volume, until we see a huge big price action, you cannot say for sure that the price action will break out right soon. But safely, you can say that if we confirm support at this level, which is why we gotta monitor it at the hourly time frame, if we confirm support on the top of this channel and make a higher high at that's higher than the previous high on the hourly time frame at $30,000 200, if we break above $30,000 200, we will continue this trend rising up. And all we need is to watch for Bitcoin is for us to break above. Let me rephrase that. I'm sorry. I really need some water. I got something in my throat. All we need to watch for Bitcoin right now, we need to watch two things for it to rise. We need to watch for Bitcoin to break above this key level right over here, $30,200. If we break above that and create a higher high, well, that's a big trend. And also we need to go on the 4-hourly time frame and check to make sure, actually the daily time frame, and check to make sure that we have a significant amount of volume. If we see this volume spike right over here, create a huge candle, well, then you can safely say that we are about to pump to $34,000, confirming support on this moving average, which is the start of the huge bull market. If you guys think that this is the start of the bull market, leave a like down below, guys. And what I want to say right now is that fear and greed, it's continuing to be very, very neutral right now. It rose a little tiny bit just because we have pumped a little tiny bit on a smaller time frame, but it's continuing to stay neutral. And we can actually see that by going to coingecko.com, which is where a ton of cryptos are listed, going on the checking the price for the last day, and you guys can see that we have only risen 12% for two different coins. The other coins have only risen only like about 4%, 3%, and actually not that many coins have actually risen. They're all staying about sideways. We are only seeing sideways action. Same thing if we decide to look at how many coins have actually lost percentage today. You can see that the biggest coin that lost percentage today, it was 7%. It was XDC Network, some kind of coin that I don't even know. But there's not that many coins that actually lost percentage today, just that there are only 3 coins that actually gained a lot of percentage today. Most coins are staying sideways, and what sideways momentum means is that there is a big event about to happen. Something crazy is about to happen, and that will happen very, very soon. And these candles, these 2 candles right over here, the next couple days are the hugest, biggest things for Bitcoin. And that's what we got to monitor. And all we got to do is just get some volume over here and confirm support at this line. And something crazy is about to happen. We will see the pump up to $34,000. That is the end of the live stream, unless anybody has any questions about any crypto. If anybody wants me to do any analysis on any crypto, I'll wait a couple minutes and you guys can write the questions in the chat, in the live chat. And while we're waiting for that, I just want to say that there are a couple more support levels that we can check to see if Bitcoin is actually gonna fall down or go up. This is an indicator called the VPVR. This shows huge levels of resistance and support, and these peaks are where the biggest support and resistance levels are. And as you can see, there is a level at $30,300. And what that means is that for us to actually start rising higher, like I said already, this confirms my theory that we need to break above 30,300 to confirm our starting trend over to $34,000. Not only do we need to break above this previous high, but we to make a higher high, of course, to create our trend, but we also got to break above this level. So watch out for this level. If we confirm support, this is our next target. We will rise to 30,300. Confirm support there, well, we will rise higher to $34,000. This is what we are doing. By looks of it, nobody is writing any questions. You guys are all happy. So I guess I will end the stream over here. Guys, once again, leave a like down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. I make daily videos at 8 p.m. every single day, PSC. And I'll see you in the next live stream. Ending it here, signing off. See ya.